So then, not last and not least, but we now need to get this end panel on. One way, here's a trick for a DIY. If you want to get something spot on, check where you're putting your tape down if you've got tiles, because one tile could be different to the next. Carpet should be alright, but still check. Mark a measurement. So I'm going to pick 2 meters because it's nice and simple. Then measure up, down to it. So I want to be 2, 4, 1, 2. But at the front here, I want to be 2, 4, 10. So whether the floor or the ceiling's misshaped, we'll find out in a minute. Right, so let me explain what I did there on this end panel. So I'm coming along, I'm marking a 2 meter point. It's just a simple round 2 meter number. You could mark 1 meter 70, 170 centimeters, 1700 mil. You could mark 87 inches and then measure the remaining inches. So I want 2, 4, 12 and 2, 4, 10. 12 was at the back and 10 is at the front. Alright, and I'm not going to lie to you guys, 2 millimeters should be easily caulkable. In this sense, this is being painted and decorated. I'm not saying you want to aim to have gaps to paint and decorate and fill, but I'm saying, like, if it's a really awkward shape and it's easier to just cut less than the shape, this is tailored to each individual. Some people might like the challenge, some people might prefer a simpler approach. So if you prefer a simpler approach, just go to, say in context for this, just come to your shortest measurement. You don't want to come any shorter than your shortest measurement. So for example, I was 2 meters, 410 millimeters. So that is 241 centimeters, 0.2 at the back, and I was 241 centimeters dead at the front. So what I'm saying is, if you want an easier option rather than trying to make it hard, if you care about getting it right, do the right thing, take the time, take your time and do it properly and do it once. But if you're getting frustrated and you can't quite achieve these skills, then just simplify it, but understand that you're going to have to do other things behind yourself to try and correct it. But obviously if you start getting to like 5 millimeters, half a centimeter, you can't caulk that. So you still are playing with tight tolerances. Right, there we go, lovely, nice neat cut. Right, we're back in the room with the end panel, guys. This is how precise you need to be. So I cut that at 2, 4, 10 on the front, 2, 4, 12 on the back. In some circumstances that may not have fit, but for me, in my circumstance, we've gotten away with that. But what we won't get away with is that back end panel. Right, let's get a wide shot. So, end panel is in, guys. We're now just going to screw it up. And as much as I don't like to, I'm going to screw it from the outside. Try not to stand in the way of the camera, guys. There we go, guys. Let's have a clear up. We're good. Show you around. Here's our end panel. It's our doors. And in here we've got shelves. Got loads of little holes. So yeah, if there's anything you've not understood from this video, guys, drop a comment below. If you enjoy this kind of content, smash that like button and make sure you're subscribed. Yeah, just make sure you're subscribed so you get the notifications on uploads on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Good morning, YouTube. We're getting set up for another day. So we take the DJI mic, we get the muffler. Today's going to be a scorcher. I don't know how much I'm going to enjoy today. Then we get this, the receiver. Yeah, like that's showing up there that we're got the audio. Clip that in there. this round here, and in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. So welcome back YouTube, another day, another job, same customer. We've got the other side of the utility to now kit out. Done a bit of plumbing. I'm not sure if I videoed that. I do all sorts of like silly little bits, but we'll insert some clips of that if I have done some videos on that. If not, I'll just insert clip. We just neatened all that plumbing up, like the stopcock was at the back. Nobody wants to be getting down on their hands and knees and reaching for stuff, so I've just brought everything forward and I've put a nice easy little tap isolation valve on there now instead of a big old stopcock. No 6,000 turns to isolate the water, it's just on off, all in 90 degrees. And we've lifted the dishwasher tap up the back, so whenever you slide your appliances in and out, you just lean over, connect at the back, turn the valve on, push your appliance back, easy. I detest bending over and crawling around on your hands and knees. If I can make life simpler, I take my time and I follow the process to make life simple. So today's job, we need to sort out some end panels and then make a bit of a worktop. So I think we're going to make our end panels 650 deep. So we're going to do some 650 cuts. Everybody want to be a bodybuilder. Nobody want to lift no heavy ass weight.
800 pounds. 800 solid ass pounds.
I think of that every time I've got to lift something heavy. And stereotypically these MDF sheets are like the heaviest things in the world. Let's get it done, guys. Just so damn awkward. So, we walked off without the tape. So we need to set up 650. Okay, we need to flip this for the first time onto the other side. Bring this blade up. I do have a little tape measure down the front here, but this is more accurate. I'm not going to do 650 because we already have 10mm of lipping. So I'm actually going to do 630, and let's play around with this. She'll do, she's looking good. Clear this table, let's get to work. I would love to pull off a cool shot for you guys, but I'm wondering whether I can do it. Let's try. Let's see if I can do this then. Right, so now then guys, the idea of this 650 is the depth of the end panel, or 640, sorry, and then I'll put the lipping on it. And now I want my height. I can't be any higher than that. I'm gonna do, let's be crazy. If I do that, I'll get 2 out of it. Do I want to be getting 2 out of it? We're gonna get 2 out of it. 1200. I want to do that twice tonight. 1, that's 2. And then let's come from this way. Stay upright, take. There we go. Right, so I've cut these and I've just done a bit of plumbing. Right then, so I've got this one and I've got this one. Nice, beautiful. I'm going to lip them. I'm going to lip one. I'm going to throw one, get rid of one and lip one, because I'm going to have one's on show basically and one's just to support the other end. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of one. No. Right, so I've got a feeling I've got all this lip in for ply and none for MDF. Yeah, literally. So let's set this up for ply. Right then, guys, sorry, getting a little ahead of myself here, aren't I? So this track and these clamps and the good old faithful, I don't do it, people online, eBay, adapt tool. Good old 3D printing. I now modify I can't do it in here, but you'll see it in a minute. That clips in there, voila, beautiful straight lines. So all we're doing is, I've got marks here, and I know my offset is 60 mil, so you know I go 162, 63, 64, 60, and then it's like 100, 200, 300, 400, 500. And that gives me my 100 mil lines. And yeah, basically that allows me to turn MDF sheets into expensive end panels. Because one of these end panels would probably be like 140 quid, and that is not what this cost me. Because else you'd be buying the end panel. And it doesn't have to cost you guys this. Other simpler things that you guys could do as DIYers is, don't get me wrong, you guys have probably not got portable cordless routers like this, but if you brought a router from online, look for something with a square edge. When I say square edge, I mean like, this is rounded, but this little bit here is square. So look, you could undo that. And the key point is that if you've got a square edge, I mean, it doesn't matter too much if you roll, but it could lead to like vibration and unevenness. Whereas if you have a square edge on one of these portable things, or some kind of adapter, you don't have to be as perfect as me as a DIYer. But if I can educate you to strive to be as perfect as you can possibly be, you don't have to be as perfect as me. Nobody is perfect. As you've seen in some of my videos, I make mistakes. I hit water pipes, hit electric cables. We learn from the mistakes, and that's the important part, that you learn and you don't do it again, or you know how to get over the problem if it happens again. Just as long as every day you move forward in the right direction, you can't do any more than that. And you can get to the end of the day and say, I've done all I can. You've given it everything. If you like my motivational speaking, I'm big on my fitness. But that's something separate. I can't really be posting that on this channel. Debating doing like a gym channel, but who's going to follow me? I'm nobody. I'm just average Joe. Yeah, I know quite a lot. I'm not going to say a fair bit, but I know quite a lot about the gym now through my own trial and error and experience. And I can tell you, getting in shape is something. Going on diet is a bad perception. People that want to lose weight, you don't need to diet. You need to change your mindset, and you need to reevaluate your life. Humbly, politely, not even pop at people. You need to politely reevaluate your life, because diets have a start and an end. So you lose the weight and then you put it back on. Changing your lifestyle is where something becomes maintainable. So you say, no, I'm not having takeaway twice a week. I'm not having takeaway every weekend, and you start limiting. And you don't have to go from 0 to 100. I've done that, and that kills you. Yeah, you just got to, I'm waffling. Get back to the video, Charlie. You just got to just make smarter life choices, guys. Anyway, let me educate you on this. So here we go. Turn that on, slot that in there, get that started so that's ready to go across. Here we go. Right, here comes the tricky part. So now I need to reverse work this out. So now I'm marking my line, and then I'm going to set the cutter up to cut it. Yeah, I'm going to reverse set this up. So here's how you can be cheeky. There's this. Where am I? I'm going to come in here, and I want to be touching that bang on there. That's down there.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Set that up on the wrong line, didn't I? Shit. Right, suppose I'll show you how we're going to get over it. So, we've made a big mistake. But I'm an honest man, guys, so I'll show you how to get over it now. So continue what you're doing, yeah? Continue what you are doing. So we've clamped that up, and I thought I'd clamped that up tight. Well, I had clamped that up tight, but instead of this mark, I'd gone to that bloody mark. So that was quite clearly en route for here. So we've gone out. Oh, we can't have that. Good old wood filler. Here's what we're going to do. We are going to fill it. Handy old scrap bit of wood. Take yourself some wonderful smelling filler. Don't be sniffing filler, guys. This has got like the epoxy resin sort of smell to it. It's quite nice, quite bad for you. To every golf ball, we want a P. So that's that. So look, something like that, cherry on top. And then I just drag it through it. All different which ways, just really mix it in. And then, and only then, even where you've just cut, that is why it's very important you don't move that rail. I'm going to try and scrape it out of the joint so that we don't have to, you know, go doing crazy stuff, but it don't matter too much. Now we're going to let that go off. Put this back. We will obviously see in filler colour where we messed up. The customer's going to know, but I'm an honest man and I'll tell the customer and say, look, this, that, the other. Yeah, I think that'll do. Just trying to clean this up a little bit. Right, it's dragging. I'm going to stop playing around with it. We'll give this, I don't know, half an hour, and that'll be rock solid, especially in today's humid heat. And on that note, we'll go get some food. Right, guys, get. Right, let's pull that down, pull that down. Let's flick this up under the back. Yeah, it's on there pretty square. And we pull these tabs around. We clip that bit of paper in, and then I'm going to roll it over the front, tuck the front edge, stay down, tuck that front edge round and down, and sort of try and, like the carpet, and trying to pull that tight and bring that round and clamp down. Right, that is as tight as I'm going to get that, guys. Now we're going to sand this flat. And I tell you what, guys, you'd never know. So there you go, I'm a humble man. And I'm human, most importantly. I'm not a robot. We, as humans, we make mistakes. But as I always say, the important thing is that you learn why you went wrong, where you went wrong, and you don't repeat it. If something's going wrong, and constantly going wrong, then something needs to change. Look at that, come closer. Wow, whoa, whoa, yeah. Oh yeah. So now look, from like that angle, barely ever tell. You obviously can tell, but hardly. Right, this is not really designed for this, and I'm not sure how this is going to work out. But as you know, I like to try new things, and we'll find out if they work or not. Well, that kind of worked out. Let's see what it's left me with. 1170 and 1220. Do you guys ever think to yourself, how does this guy like stop and start the camera and then like feed all this through? Ah, battery. All right. What am I doing with my life? I've cut that there like that because that's my 1300. Right, it's the end of the video. Turn this on. There we go. I'm looking a bit more colourful. Let's change this up. I feel a bit more of a... nah, it's tinted me a little bit. That's a little bit too yellow. Go with 4.8. Do we want any brightness? Don't want too many shadows, but we want you to see me. I'm not feeling too well, guys. I'll insert some clips. I've just done a food challenge. Check out Beard Meets Food. 4.5 kilo Toblerone. It's chocolate. It's easy, right? When I tell you I finished 1 and Beard Meets Food finished 4. Some of the guys I was with, shout out to Liam and Glenn, managed 2. Shout out to Ollie, he managed 1 and he is half the size of me. I'm proud of you, Ollie. And Liam, hats off to you, mate. I'm proud of you because me and you are on pretty, well, not similar diets, but me and you are pretty... Watch my words. I try and be good. Liam is far better than me at his diet. He's just done his show. But you know, we're on controlled diets, so I'm not having sugar spikes, I'm not having insulin spikes and stuff like that. And I'll try and insert a clip how fast I ate this, because boy, I ate that quick, and that like a brick wall hit me. I'm waffling. This is going to be the end of the video. I've still got some more bits to do, and we still have many more episodes on this build. I have now started the kitchen build. I may have put a little reel, not a reel, what do you call it on YouTube? May have put a short out, but I'm going to put a reel out, I think, on Instagram to tempt you boys and girls in. Why am I talking still? Get on with the riddle, Charlie. Problem number 8 of the day. Wifey for lifey. Bonjour, je m'appelle Charlie. I'm currently doing a video edit. You've just rung me.
Right.
A few moments later.
So, Mrs. I'm in trouble. Anyway. Focus. Where are we at? Gonna have to word this carefully because I'm not sure if this is allowed on YouTube and I don't want to be getting banned or any copyright strikes or infringements. But this week's riddle. What's long and hard and has the word C-U-M in it? If you think you know the answer, comment below, guys. And if you need more time, pause the video. If not, here comes the answer. So the answer to what's long and hard and has the word C-U-M in it is cucumber. Play on words, isn't he? I've seemed to have discovered some extra. We might have a load more. Mine's gone blank. We might have a load more riddles here, guys. Right, and while I'm here, I've been doing some extra little things at the weekend, little hobbies, which I myself am a DIYer at. And if you've made it this far, I'm going to ask you the question: do you guys want to see me murder some metal and trying to weld? It turned out all right in the end, I think. Because I DIY it, like, I know what's good and what's bad. It's just how long does it take me to figure that out and at what cost and what expense. I can do some decent welds, but let's just say sometimes I'm up against it. You'll see if you want to see me weld. Comment below if you want me to show some welding. And also let us know if you're excited to learn how to install kitchens and the pros and cons and some of the things you'll come up against. This week's video is super long because I'm trying to pedal it up a bit and get through this job so that we can catch up and be up to date with the kitchen that I'm on. Thanks for watching, guys. I've been Charlie, this is CP Carpentry. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure you subscribe, like, and stay tuned for more. Peace. Bye-bye.